family. They love the family, they love the movies.
Hello and welcome to Film with Family. I'm Austin.
And I'm Zach.
And we are two cousins who like to talk about the Oscars. And today we are joined by my brother Drew and our aunt Rhyan Zweifler.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back to the podcast, guys. It's great to see you because I just got to see you in person last night.
Love it.
Yeah.
We watched the Oscars together.
We are, of course, talking about the 97th Oscars today, which Zach surprisingly drove into Chicago to grace us with his presence.
Yeah.
And enjoyed watching the Oscars all together at my condo.
Well, I got FOMO from last year when I heard the recordings.
We did have
on the
fun.
last year's episode about the Oscars. You guys sounded like you had so much fun watching the Oscars. I was like, I need to get in on that next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have a drink. Just FYI.
Oh, Ryan's going for a drink.
I'm gonna have a
I
Scotch
am
too.
not going for a drink because I am hungover. We partied pretty hard last night. My girlfriend Rocio made a extravagant charcuterie board.
Gorgeous, tasty, all the good things.
Yeah, with chicken sandwiches, and we had beers and champagne. My friends Kate and Dave came over. It was a party.
Yeah, it was a huge celebration. I was in hog heaven with all those meats and cheeses. Couldn't
Yeah.
get me away from that charcuterie.
Yeah, we'll post it on the Insta. Well, I guess we already did last night, so maybe some of you have already seen it, but it was exquisite.
Did a lot of it get eaten up, Aussie?
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, there's
Good.
only like one little thing of leftovers in my fridge, so
What about the ceviche?
we've got some of the ceviche still. I think Rocio's eating it as we speak.
Awesome. Okay,
Drew, what was
good.
your review of the ceviche?
Great.
Great.
It's like super light and just like
Lemony.
lemony. Perfect. Perfect consistency. Great for a chip. Those chips that she had too were phenomenal. I don't know what the deal with those chips were, but they're a good chip.
Yeah.
I just picked up a bag at Jewel.
Well, you
Ain't
picked a
nothing
good bag.
It's a good bag of chips.
Yeah, thanks to Austin and Rocio for hosting this beautiful
100%.
event.
That
A
was so
night
nice.
I'll never forget. The greatest day of my life, you could say. It's
Hold on, hold on.
the Anora song.
Yeah, so we all got together and watched the Oscars. Preceding the telecast, though, Drew, Zach, and I went to my home away from home music box theater to see the Oscar animated shorts.
Mm-hmm. That was a fun thing. A really nice crop of animated shorts.
Yeah.
I really loved all the stop motion animated ones in particular. There's 3 of those, and those are the best.
I was excited to go all day. I said, I can't wait to go see all these short films. I bet they're all going to be great and not depressing at all.
And were
They
you right?
Depressing, and I was crying. And it
Oh,
was-
that's right. You cried about the grandma.
I didn't cry.
You did cry.
Yes, you
It's
did.
okay, Drew. It's good to cry.
There was a grandma and magic candies that Drew got emotional about. I didn't see any tears, but he said he was talking about crying.
I got emotional about it too.
His grandma showed up in the form of bubble gum or something, right?
Bubblegum grandma.
I thought it was a really good crop of animations, but the one that we liked the least, In the Shadow of the Cypress, was the one that won. Very disappointing.
Yeah, at least me and Austin thought it was maybe the worst one. I don't know if Drew you thought it was the worst one.
I'm trying to remember.
It was the corporate animation one.
I know which one that was, but I'm trying to remember compared to the other ones.
Well, there's also Yuck. What about the glowing
Yuck was
lips?
very cute. Definitely better than the corporal animation of Sad Dad from Baghdad. The weird one about like the little
The
like
puppets,
the
where the
yeah like
puppet tear dies.
What was it? Fumbleton?
Fumbleton. Yeah, I
That was
love
called Wander to
Fumbleton.
Wonder or
That was
something.
that was just one of these weird little kids show like leftover things that like were just abandoned in a home and they were just losing their minds. That was weird and creepy and great.
Had some Toy Story vibes.
Yeah.
Like way more depressing though. Primus animation and like
Yeah, the place was filling with flies because there's a dead body in
yeah.
the
Yeah.
shack with
Oh, is
them.
that what that was? That's the shoes of the guy. I understand. So yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, he just
Um,
died. They're
It
yeah,
was
that
left
like
his
was
he was
friend.
a Mr. Rogers and they were like his puppets, and then he dies in the studio or his house or whatever, and then the puppets like are surviving and trying to make their own show. It was pretty dark, but cool.
I just know whatever short animations make it to the Oscars are gonna lean heavy into this is gonna make you feel bad. And
Not
uh
always though.
Yeah,
maybe
a lot of them were kind of uplifting and kind of cute. At least for the I know the documentary shorts were very depressing and stuff, and the live
Hmm.
action ones that's what you were saying. I didn't watch them, but Austin said they were depressing.
Yeah, Rocio and I went to the Wilmette Theater. Rian, have you ever been to the Wilmette Theater?
Yeah, I think so. The one on like Central,
Yeah, it's like the
the little
main,
one.
and there's like a theater that has like random hodgepodge chairs and
Yes,
couches.
that's where.
Yeah,
Yes, I've seen some really good movies there. We saw The Boys in the Boat there. Love that theater.
it was really cute to go there and like sit on a couch and watch all the live action shorts. But again, the one that we liked the least, I'm Not a Robot, won.
Yeah, who knows
Not,
what you're gonna get with these shorts? Who
yeah.
knows what the Academy wants?
Well, just how do they pick? I mean, is it a voting thing or by
Yeah.
audience?
Yeah, no, the Academy is made up of, actors, directors, producers, and
Writers.
writers, and they vote on the nominees.
Yeah, I heard it's like ranked voting or something. So you like make like you do like a ranking or something. It's not like you just
So,
vote
like,
out for
does
one
Lizzie
thing.
vote?
No,
Okay.
She votes for the
no,
SAG
oh, she
Awards,
doesn't?
maybe.
I thought anybody with the SAG Aftercard was voted. No?
no, no. I think it's like, well, I mean, I'd have to do some research, but as far as I know, I think the Academy is made up of like hand-selected people.
I thought it was because like why would they give you the screeners if you weren't gonna vote?
That's for
Well, because
SAG.
that's the SAG After Awards,
Different award show.
different award
Oh.
show. Yeah. Didn't you watch the SAG Awards on Netflix?
Oh yeah, I did that.
The
Yeah.
SAGs led me astray because Timmy Chalamet won for Best Actor at the SAG, but he didn't tonight, and
Yeah,
it messed up my ballot.
me
Well,
too.
Oh,
a lot of things messed up my ballot. I didn't do very well.
I thought you guys did pretty good because you have flow.
Well, I wanted Flo. I didn't predict Flo.
Oh, what did
Oh.
you think was gonna win?
I thought it was going to be Wild Robot.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so I fucked that one up too.
Oh, dang. I seemed like you guys were hitting them.
Yeah, we were happy whenever we got one right.
Yeah. Yeah, we were cheering for
You were
ourselves a
loud.
lot.
You were
Yeah.
loud when you got one right.
Yeah, it was a very rowdy watch of the Oscars last night.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were talking a lot. Sorry.
Yeah, I was trying to recall things before recording this podcast, and I was like so busy hosting and drinking and
Having fun?
chatting it up with everybody. Like I don't even remember too much of like the speeches or,
I remember one thing and one thing only.
what's that?
Brody's speech.
You remembered that? I
I
checked out
remember it
immediately.
I remember it word for word. It's burned into my brain.
Well, it was just how he like, I know how to do this. Turn the music off.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he got sassy.
So wait, Ree, so you
Yeah.
left the party a little early. When you got
Mm-hmm.
home, did you keep watching?
Mm-hmm. We watched up. I think I missed the part, some of it, like maybe for about a half an hour, 45 minutes.
That's fine.
Yeah, and Ryan, you were saying how you don't think you've seen any of the movies that were nominated for Best Picture.
I don't think so. I watched
Yeah.
part of Conclave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we watched Conclave together. That was my second viewing.
Hmm.
Okay. Did you like Conclave, Ryan?
Well, I think I did, but it was a similar dynamic to what we had last night.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was a little
There,
distracted.
there was a lot of talking and interrupting, and it's a movie that does require,
yeah,
to be able to like really pay attention
yeah,
Yeah, you got to know who the characters are.
and absorb the
yeah,
story. But the crazy thing is the Pope is actually dying right now.
yeah. No, it's very prophetic.
Pretty weird. Yeah,
Um,
So there's going to be a conclave soon, you're saying, in real life?
there's gonna be a
probably.
real conclave for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I'll never forget one time like being in a meeting and they stopped the meeting because it was maybe when they had selected Pope Francis because they let out some smoke or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Conclave only got one win of the Oscar night.
I know. Less than Dune, less than Wicked. I thought
Wow.
Conclave was gonna clean up.
You thought it was going to win Best Picture.
Very wishful thinking.
Yeah. I was wishing for The Brutalist, but I didn't get my wish.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I did correctly predict that Anora was going to win editing, writing, and directing. And so it's like I guessed all those, but I didn't think it would win Best Picture if it would win all those.
Yeah,
I fucked up. I should have just gone with
it
Anora.
was it was a little crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was trying to give Conclave my good faith.
Is it fair to ask on this podcast a
Everything's on the table.
retrospective question of whether the season of movies this year are as the same in terms of quality as other years, or is it? It seemed really boring to me personally.
People are saying it wasn't a great year for movies, but I saw a lot of stuff I liked,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
I liked most of the Best Picture nominees.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely some duds, a la Amelia Perez and A Complete
Well,
Unknown,
according to
but
you.
some people like the Bob Dylan movie, but
But even if you say they were good, like are they really good? I mean, it'd be interesting to listen back to like your podcast from last year, your favorite movies.
I mean, if you look at the list,
Hmm.
Anora, Brutalist, Conclave, Dune, Nickel Boys, The Substance, those are all really, really, really good films, I think.
yeah, The Substance I enjoyed the most out of those, especially on a rewatch.
Yeah, you had a kind of a reappraisal of The Substance, right?
Yeah, I bumped it up to 5 stars.
Oh wow.
Perfect film.
It's a lot of fun
It is.
for me, for a guy who likes body horror,
Yeah.
and it's just got a lot of cool cinematic filmmaking inspirations you can tell.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a lot of fun rewatching it.
That was a fun way to introduce Conan. We were cracking up at
Oh yeah.
that.
Yeah, because we were
Oh,
like, where's
amazing.
Conan? They started off with a LA montage. I love
Hmm.
LA. And then they did a whole Wizard of Oz medley. And it's like
Hmm.
not a taste of Conan anywheres, but he
Hmm.
finally did come out and we were hooting
He
and
did good.
hollering.
Came out of Demi Moore's back. Forgot his shoe in her
Yeah.
back.
It was a
Right.
good bit.
That was pretty clever.
Yeah,
We thought Demi Moore was a lock for Best Actress, but
I
Mikey
thought so
Madison
too.
snuck in there and stole it from her. Stole it from her decaying hands, like in
Yeah.
the substance.
Yeah, it like basically so I saw a bunch of people saying that it basically was the plot of The Substance. This like beautiful young woman
Like, yeah,
like
20-year-old girl just
stealing it away from
taking all of her
that.
sparkle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you like the Conan Adam Sandler little riff?
I did not actually.
Yeah.
I thought that was a little awkward. I love the Sandman, but
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
was
he's
just
really
like
leaning into this disheveled kind of like I'm crazy now kind of thing.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. And I didn't know what to make of that. There were a few awkward moments. There was that really weird moment where the Amelia Perez woman like started singing.
Oh
Oh
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and the guys next to her like trying to kind of sing with her, and they just give up immediately, and they're like, "Play the music, let's get out of here,
Yeah,
please."
they played
Yeah.
her off as she was singing.
That was super uncomfortable.
And thank you to Emilia, Emilia, Emilia. Stefania, Emilia et Bifania.
So Austin, were you sad to see Amelia Perez only come away with 2 awards?
I wasn't sad. No, I mean, I don't love it. I just think that it gets a lot of like unnecessary hate because of the Carla Sofia Gaston stuff.
But I was getting hate before that even happened, before all her tweets came out. Like people
Yeah.
just think the movie's insensitive.
Yeah, it's a little crazy, but I mean, I don't know. I did like some of the music. I think El Mal does slap. I think it is a good song. And
Yeah, the more I've listened to it, I've grown to like it a little bit more.
mhm.
And Zoe Zaltana rapping is very powerful, and she's definitely the best part of the movie.
And I especially that scene, I do love the way that the robotic camera like comes in at her and she's doing all the cool choreography with it. I mean, I thought it looks
Yeah,
cool. Um,
yeah,
and
I don't. Yeah, there's some good things about it.
yeah, you and I collaborated on a little playlist that like we tried to like get representation of all the nominees in this music playlist and all of our favorite songs and stuff.
Yeah, I was listening to that playlist driving into Chicago, and the Wicked song came on, Defying Gravity, and by the end of it, I was in tears just driving to Chicago, and it really affected me. Just the ending of that song is very powerful with the boom, 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 and Cynthia going hard on the vocals.
It made you cry? Two
Yeah, I don't
cries?
know why I didn't cry when I saw it in the movie theaters, but
Well,
just
it's a
listen.
powerful song, right?
Just listening to the song, just listening to the audio while I was driving was it hit me.
Yeah, what's a really powerful song? A feel good
Yeah.
song in a way, but it's like, self-empowerment and
Yeah,
all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty incredible to see.
see it live at the Oscars.
Yeah, to see Cynthia Erivo belt it out so
Hmm.
effortlessly.
Hmm.
Yeah, she didn't miss a note. Ariana didn't miss a note.
Yeah, but there was a lot of fucking singing. That James Bond thing was so annoying.
Yeah, I think honestly they should have cut that whole idea. There wasn't even a James Bond movie that's came out this year or coming out soon. It's like
And I think like
why?
the anniversary of James Bond was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like it's gotta be something with Amazon
Yeah, they're trying to promote
or
it.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, Conan did have that funny James Bond joke about like the Amazon executive being the next James Bond.
Yeah.
Like Dan
Steve,
Blensky.
yeah, like Steve Belsky.
Wasn't he like the risk management guy?
Yeah.
He wasn't even the CEO. He was just some random
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, it was pretty good.
That was really funny. So, Rian, just as like the outsider perspective, not knowing too many of these movies and just watching the Oscars, just as like TV, what did you think?
C minus.
Yeah.
I did not think it was a good show. I thought Conan O'Brien was really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not appreciate the long Wicked opening.
You
I feel like
didn't.
that's been saturated. Other
Mm.
people loved it, obviously. And
Drew loved it.
I loved it.
Drew was joking.
Yeah, I was joking.
He's got like a Cheshire cat smile on his face. There's no way he liked that.
No, I mean,
I
I
call
do like that
bullshit.
song, and I'm always impressed by, yeah, how incredible singers they are, and a lot of the show just dragged for sure in a lot of places. But I don't think
Yeah, I
that
feel
was.
like there was very little awards and then a lot of the talking.
Yeah,
Hmm.
none of the speeches were that good either, I guess. I mean, I like Sean Baker's speeches.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
he
he
was
did a
good.
good job. He had multiple speeches, but I liked
Save
him.
the movies, save the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, save the theater, and he also had a
Hmm.
good self-deprecating joke when he won Best Editors. Like the director of this sucked. I saved the movie in the edit, but he's the director, so he was just so that was a cute little moment for him.
Hmm.
Yeah, I liked when he was giving that speech about movie theaters and Quentin Tarantino was in the background, like so proud of Sean
Yeah,
for saying
I heard
that.
they're buddies, QT and Sean, which I didn't
Yeah,
know. That's
yeah,
kind of
makes
fun.
sense. Yeah, I think he goes to the New Beverly a lot and they shows movies and I actually saw a really long they posted today, the Music Box posted something that Sean Baker wrote that said that like Music Box is one of his favorite theaters in the world, and he said like he would live there if he could.
Well, is he a Chicago guy?
No, but I think Music Box was one of the only or one of the few theaters in America that got a 35 millimeter print of Anora.
Hmm.
Best Picture winner Anora. I don't even know if we said it, but that's what won.
Makeup and hairstyling went to Substance, of course. That was great. And it was really funny to see like Demi Moore's like hideous face, like when she's like in the full makeup, like huge on
Yeah.
the screen while they were giving the acceptance.
Mhm.
I can't believe like what people must have thought who haven't seen that movie. Like, what
Yeah.
is this?
Yeah, Rian,
Yeah.
were you disturbed by what you saw of the substance?
I mean, I was like, oh my God, is that no wonder she won an Academy Award. I had no idea that she morphed like that, like a
Yeah.
Yeah,
total monster.
yeah, she
Yeah.
turns into a beast.
Yeah.
Couple of
No,
times, and
I
it
was
only gets
impressed with that.
worse.
That's definitely was some good makeup stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes for it.
I would say my favorite moment of the night was Flo winning animated feature film.
Yeah, me
Um,
and Austin love Flo.
love
Well, Drew,
Flo.
you liked Flo too, right?
Well, look,
Yeah.
Mm.
Save the cat.
save
I
that cat.
mean, you think about it like Flow, this tiny film made in Latvia, the first time Latvia has ever been nominated for an Academy Award, is a huge deal to the country. And, you know, winning over Inside Out 2, over Wallace and Gromit, over Wild Robot, these like giant kind of studios and probably a ton of money put into these films, and for Flo to beat that all out is a real achievement.
Yeah, that was very good to see, heartwarming to see. Also, the Palestinian film won.
Yeah, No Other Land. I thought they had a great speech. International feature film went to I'm Still Here, which was also a really big deal for Brazil. I just saw this clip of a bunch of people in Brazil like watching the Oscars like on the side of a building, and there was like a
Oh,
huge crowd out just watching just to see if I'm Still Here would win.
Hmm.
And they were going through the nominees like when Amelia Perez came up, they were like all booing Amelia Perez, but
Yeah, I was really happy to see that because I think that movie's much better than Amelia Perez, which I predicted would win, but I was happy that it didn't.
mhm.
Yeah, I wanted Flo to win, but I thought Amelia Perez was going to. But I'm Still Here is, I think, much better than Perez.
Yeah,
Great
Ryan,
Brazilian
you
music in that movie.
yes, incredible, incredible
is it
soundtrack.
subtitled?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
it's all
I'll
in
have to watch it.
Portuguese.
What was the other one I wanted to watch? A Real Pain. That looked good.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think you'd like that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looked perfect.
Kieran won. I actually did like Kieran's speech, even though we've all come to know how
Right, he's like
his
calling out his wife. We're gonna have baby number
yeah,
4. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That's
yeah,
Kieran, 100%.
yeah. Even though you can maybe get sick of his style, but it's still much more entertaining than most people give speeches because he infuses humor into it, and
Yeah.
so I enjoyed
A
that.
little despair, tongue in cheek, self-deprecating a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I guess the other thing I remember that I thought I didn't know was that uh, what's it called? Anora was
Mm-hmm.
such a low budget film.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
$10
pretty
million.
cool.
dollars.
Yeah,
Or maybe six.
or I think it
that's
said
That's
pretty
six
cool.
six.
That
million.
shows.
Yeah, I think Brutalist is 10 million, and
Hmm.
Nora's 6 million for its budget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool that two indie movies got
Mm-hmm.
so much praise. But yeah, I didn't love Anora, but I'm happy to see it win because I still liked it, and I like
Mhm.
Sean Baker so much. I would
Yeah.
say Florida Project and Red Rocket and Tangerine are all better movies than Anora, but I still like the guy, so I'm happy to see him win.
Yeah. I'm with you, but I did rewatch Nora and thought it was way better the second time around. Once you kind of know, well, I don't want to spoil it for you, Rian, but like once you know who like the real love interest is in the movie and you can kind of see it from his perspective, from the henchman's perspective. What's his character's name?
I don't know, like Boris or something. I don't really know. I'm just guessing.
Rasputin or
Oh yeah, because your film didn't even get the Nostradamus or not Nofatorius.
No.
no Tarafu.
No
Yeah.
Tarapu as Coney would say, or Sandler.
That didn't get anything, did it?
It
Say it,
got
Hussy.
one thing. It got
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, I don't think Nosferatu got anything, did it?
No, they got nominated for like makeup. I
No.
think. That's what I saw, but
No, but there was that one guy who won something who was like that bald-headed guy in all black.
Oh yeah, that's the
Kind of
brutal.
looked like
That's Blumberg who did the Brutalist score. He looked like a vampire.
he looked like Nosferatu.
Oh, Igor is the name. You're a Borisov. Yeah,
Yeah.
his last name is Borisov, so that's why I thought Boris.
Okay, there you go.
So I wasn't totally off base.
Yeah.
You're not
But-
totally insensitive.
But yeah, Drew, did you see Anora? Any Anora thoughts for us? Did you like it?
I thought it was a snora.
Yeah, the second half is pretty boring. Even when I did rewatch it, and
I thought it was good. I felt like caught up in the same kind of, in the way that Anora was kind of caught up and fallen into the
Yeah.
fantasy that this is somehow going to work and not blow up in your face and be crazy. And of course
Yeah.
it does, which was like sobering. But then it was like, all right,
we get it.
we got another hour of this movie of them fumbling around looking for this guy. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
these-
could have cut to the chase a little bit more
little
in the
bit.
second half.
Yeah, and I thought that premise was good, but I thought that like once that whole thing happened and the will they, won't they, and then they did, and then it's awful, like kind of like immediately. Yeah, it's just another like hour and a half of just
Yeah, kind of a bummer.
just this real bummer situation, just like people not being nice to each other. And it's like, all right, I
Yeah.
don't know what the lesson is, but I should have learned it like 20, 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same way. The beginning of the movie is really fun and intoxicating, but then
Yeah.
it loses all that.
But I think that's, like you said, Drew, I think that's kind of intentional because you really do get wrapped up in Honora's perspective because you want it to work out for her and you want it to stay fun. And then it all collapses and it's hard to stick with it because you just like don't want these bad things to be happening to her. You want her back in Vegas with all the money and, fun
Yeah.
and having a blast.
Yeah, no, and I got that. I just think that like once I got that, there wasn't
Yeah.
much more to say on the top.
I don't know. I thought it was better on the rewatch, I guess.
And you rewatched on a plane, which was very scandalous of you because there's a lot of nudity and sex, but you decided I'm going to power through and watch
Yeah,
it
I
on the plane.
Yeah, I stuck with it. I was very embarrassed, but I was like, you know what? This is an Oscar nominated film. This might win Best Picture. The people need to see. But then I realized as we landed, I noticed that the person sitting next to me had a picture of her with the CEO of my company on her lock screen. And I was like, I think I just watched this next to somebody I works at the same company. So hopefully she didn't recognize me.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't come back to bite you.
But I think I'm
Yeah.
safe because now it's the Best Picture.
Ryan, do you have any interest in seeing Anora? See what it's all about?
I mean, I don't really know what it's about at all. Lizzie said it was really boring, so
Oh wow.
2 thumbs down from Lizzie.
I might too. I mean, because like I did try to watch Amelia Perez about 4 times. Somebody just told me though you have to see it in the like if I saw it on the big screen, then it would be good.
I think that's right.
But did you guys see it in the movie theater?
No, I just saw it on Netflix.
And it held your interest.
I was pretty bored, but yeah.
Yeah, me and Rocio watched it, and I think that Rocio, because it's in Spanish, like that she connected with it a little bit more. And I was into the music, but yeah, I mean, I thought that it was pretty cringy, like the vaginoplasty song.
Hello, very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about sex change operation.
I see. Men to woman, or woman to men.
Man to woman.
From penis to vagina.
It's insane. Like I was just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah. They could have used a couple more songs like that personally because that song was hilarious. But yeah, your buddy Justin is a huge Amelia Perez fan. He
Yeah.
commented on the Patreon saying how much he loved it.
Mm-hmm.
So there are defenders out there.
Yeah. I'm glad it didn't win, though. I think it obviously was not one of the better films.
Talk about the Brody speech.
We talked about it.
Brody went for too long.
Yeah.
They turned the music on him, and he was like, "Turn off the music."
Yeah, I got this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a little arrogant. I don't know.
I thought the
Totally.
whole thing was awful. He's chewing gum. He like pecks his girlfriend on the cheek.
Throws the gun
You know
at
who
her.
his girlfriend is,
Throws
you
the
guys?
gun.
His
No.
girlfriend was married to Harvey Weinstein.
Oh.
That's who I'm like, I looked her up. I'm like, who is he dating? She was Harvey Weinstein's wife. So she's trash too. Don't be putting me
Wow.
on
She's
air,
probably-
Aussie. You
Well,
She's
can't.
probably used to her husband spitting stuff at her or whatever. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
of course.
It's just gross. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know.
But just like
Yeah, I don't really like Brody as a guy, but I do think he's a good actor. But just whenever I hear him talk in interviews or I listen to his Mark Maron episode, and it was just so boring and pretentious. Like,
pretentious.
God, I don't want to hang out with this guy at all.
No, dude, awful. Well, it's like
Yeah.
when he goes up for the speech, he like pecks his girlfriend on the cheek, and he like makes out with like the director and his co-star from Brutalist, and then he like throws his gun. He's like, "I'm about to give a 7-minute speech. Oh wait, I have gum in my mouth. Mommy, take my gum." And then like runs on stage and is like, "Turn the music off." Still talking.
And he was like talking so slowly, so rambly.
slowly.
Yeah.
Like he didn't know the next word he was gonna say.
And not really
So-
saying much of anything. He's like, war needs to stop and peace and
Yeah, it was like it was incoherent. It was like Trump level incoherence.
totally.
Well, so who do you think had the best acceptance speech? Because I don't really feel like any of the acceptance speeches were that great. I mean, that are memorable.
Yeah.
Like Zoe Saldana was kind of okay.
Yeah, I did rewatch hers, and she does get very emotional, and that's nice to see some emotion come through.
She talked quick. She said everything she wanted to say, and she said it with passion and got out of there.
The
Yeah.
worst was the animated short film, the Shadow of the Cypress. That went on way too long. Remember, like it was like the man and the woman kept trying to read on her phone, and then he kept like correcting her, and then he was like, "I'll take it."
Oh yeah,
He,
then they're
took
like,
the
we just
phone
got
from
on
her.
we just got on the off the plane 3 hours ago or something.
Yeah.
Well,
that was very strange.
Well, listen, let me just say that if I compare this award show to the Grammys like
Way better.
100% more fun to watch.
Mm.
They had some
Just-
good performances there.
Yeah.
Who was the best?
There was a lot of them, like the new ones, like Chappelle Roan and her pink.
Oh yeah,
Chaperone,
Chaperone, yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
the one guy, Benny, somebody did like a backflip off
Oh,
the
that
piano.
guy. That
Yeah.
Take the beautiful things that I got.
Yes. I love that song. And then the other guy, like Jimmy the Seal or something.
Jimmy the Seal. What are you talking about?
He's got some weird,
yeah,
looks like
Jimmy the
Jelly
Seal,
Roll, but just a
slippery.
little
Yeah,
bit
yeah. I don't think we're gonna
after that
figure it out. None of us have watched the
Jimmy
Grammys.
swims. Somebody swims.
Timmy Swims.
Jimmy swims, I think is
Yeah.
Jelly roll.
Yeah, Jimmy swims.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should put this Oscar into the funometer.
Oh, just funometer. We'll get like.
Well, you got to
So-
consider the Conan factor because Conan
know,
was
we-
very fun, and I feel like he was consistently funny with all of his bits, and all of his jokes were pretty funny.
Was
So-
actually in the beginning there was a joke that he did, and you said it was like a deep track.
Well, that was
A
like
deep
his
cut.
his Carla Sofia Gascon joke, which
Mhm.
like you
Okay.
didn't really understand the context for. So that one, like, there was some layers to it a little bit, but I
Yeah.
thought that was well played because somebody
Yeah.
needed to comment on it because it was in the air. But I thought he did it in a smart way.
Yeah, Conan had those funny little bits in between the commercial breaks too. Like there was that one where it just cut to him like pointing at a map with a big pipe, and he was like showing Deadpool.
Yeah, showing it
and,
to
like,
yeah.
that was
Yeah.
good.
I also like it's like halfway through the show, so that means we're gonna bring out Kendrick Lamar to call Drake a pedophile.
What? I didn't hear that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 0 to fun 100. Where would you put this Oscar night in the meter?
Yeah, Drew, go first. You got to put it through the funnel-meter, the 97th Oscars.
Just talking the Oscars or also Austin's party?
Just the Oscars.
Well, you can do a separate rating for both if you'd like.
Ooh, okay, fine. Oscars, I'd give it about a 65
Yeah.
Okay.
out of 100.
Thank you.
Fun 100.
Thank you.
Fun 100.
A fun 100.
What was the fun highlight for you and the fun low light?
Conan's I Won't Waste Time.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, that was so
Oh, we
good.
forgot about I Won't Waste Time. That was great.
perfect. Yes.
I won't waste time. I won't waste time. There's 23 awards to give its all time to perfection. To waste time on some idiocy would be a dereliction. I won't waste time. I won't waste time. Now, for no good reason, Sandworm from Doom 2 playing chopsticks on the piano.
Yeah, that was really good.
Always, you know, setting people up for what's about to happen and also be like, yeah, this is gonna drag. Sorry.
This whole thing is a time waster.
This whole thing's a time waster. Loved seeing Quentin have a few words. He's always fun. Loved the Substance opening. It was great. Liked Zoe's speech, but yeah, man, Adrian Brody and that really upset me. I don't know. But yeah, seeing Defying Gravity opening, that was great too.
So you keep saying that. So are you for real or not? Come on, come clean, Drew.
Drew's
I liked
for real.
it.
He
I
liked
liked
You
he
are
loved
for
it.
real. Okay.
I like.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
It did feel a little weird that it was just like slapped on at the beginning. Like we had like 3 beginnings to the show. Like just like pick one and go with it. Don't have 3 different beginnings.
Yeah.
Yeah. James Bond thing was a drag. It didn't seem like they were like highlighting any of the actors. It was just like
Yeah,
weird
here's
little
like 3
montage.
pop singers doing.
Yeah, like Queen
James
Latifah.
Bond.
It's like, okay, I like Queen Latifah, but what is she doing? Like Doja Cat. I love Doja Cat too, and that sucked.
Yeah, that was part of the James Bond thing. Yeah, then Andrew Garfield and Goldie Hawn had a weird interaction to start it off. It's like
That was weird.
this is really killing the energy right off the bat.
Yeah, I don't know. Just it all kind of felt I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's my feeling about it, my Fun 100. But as far as the party went, it was awesome to have Zach there. It was awesome to have Ree there and just get some good food and hang out and have a few drinks. And Dave's a blast. And yeah, and got to meet his fiance, which was cool. And yeah, I had a blast at the party. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It was a good
We
time.
were improving and just jokes. Fun 100. I give that an 85 to 90 on the Fun 100. Heck yeah.
Well, I'll give the party a full fun 100.
Well, now I look like a total jerk.
I give the party a full fun 100 too.
Yeah, me too.
It was
Yeah.
fun as fun can be. And it probably got more fun after I left since everybody could sit down.
No, we were all sitting down.
We missed you. We wanted you to stay.
Yeah.
Stay. Can
right.
I go next?
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
give the Oscars, well, I don't know, man. Low score. Probably like a 60 or lower on the fun meter. It
That
just
still seems pretty high because it's still on
okay.
more on.
Okay, so I'm going to take it down then. I'm going to take it down because it really just did not. There were a few moments, but for the most part, it dragged. So 40.
40. Okay.
That's fair.
That's fair.
And the party,
Mhm.
100.
Ding 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 ding.
And the company, even over 100.
Wow.
Yeah, I even got dressed up for it. No one
Oh
else.
my
Oh, I
gosh,
forgot to
Zach.
say. Yeah.
Zachy
Zachy
looked
looked great.
amazing.
I felt a little bit like Bo and Yang, feeling overdressed.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I like Hollywood. Watch out. comes the baddest ass director
Yeah.
y'all ever gonna meet.
All in black. Like you were looking real sharp there, Zach.
Yeah.
We're proud of you.
I did a tie and everything.
You were threatening to dress up for the whole time. We didn't believe you. And then
Yeah.
boom, came out of the bathroom dressed up to the
Dressed to the
nines.
nines, I warned.
Yeah. I'll go next. Yeah, I'm feeling more of like a 60 because I did have fun watching it. I felt like Conan was definitely the highlight in terms of fun. But I thought it really, you know what? Actually, I'm going lower.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
going
That's
lower.
not make me feel so
I
bad.
think I'm gonna give it a 49.
Wow.
I'm giving it a 49 because it was like okay, but I would say I think it tilted a little bit more on the bad side because it like I think I clocked they didn't even give out an award until like 6:30. It was like that whole opening part was like so long-winded and
Hmm.
like you said, Zach, there's so many like false starts to it and way too much singing. That James Bond thing was atrocious. Like
They
I
really tanked the vibes.
yeah. And I also was just yeah, so caught up in the party that like it was just not interesting to me. And in terms of predictions, I got a good amount right. I got 16 right, but it was sort of predictable like through the whole thing. Like you and me kept calling it. And yeah, I mean, I just I'm just gonna go on the record to say that I do not like James Bond, and I think that the whole franchise can go in the goddamn toilet. And I don't understand why
Yeah.
that it was even on the show. It was just
Yeah, they should have done the Mission Impossible thing because there's going to be a new Mission Impossible this year. If they're going to do anything like that, that makes more sense.
So
yeah.
just going back to the Bond thing, it's not like they like said like Sean Connery or any of the greats or like any of the directors. They're just like, isn't James Bond cool?
Yeah.
It's like if they
It's
did
like
it for Transformers, and it was just like Transformers
Yeah.
are sick. We love Transformers.
It just made no sense. I was like, fuck this. I officially do not like the whole series. I'm putting James Bond 00 on the fun meter. 00.
Wow.
Zach, give us your score.
Well, since you mentioned your ballot score, I'll say I only got 12 out of 23 right. So not great.
Not terrible either,
Better
though.
than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I got about half.
Yeah.
I did get two of the short film predictions correct, sight unseen. I was just basing off the title of the movie, so I feel good about that. But yeah, the broadcast itself, I'm kind of with Drew. I think I'm feeling a 60 on the funometer,
I see.
just because I love Conan and his presence was so fun, and he made it work. But other than that, pretty much everything else was kind of working against him, and they didn't do a great job finding fun presenters, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun to see June Squibb up there for a bit. I got excited when Squibb showed up.
Yeah.
Star of
Daryl
Thelma.
Hannah.
Yeah, I also like Ben Stiller had a pretty fun bit about when he was doing production design, how and his I think Austin, you weren't even in the room at this point, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how
I
his
missed this.
elevator like came like halfway and like stopped and like only his head was peeking out and
Mhm.
he announced it that way, and I thought that was a funny bit. So that was fun. Yeah, 60 on the
All right.
funnel meter.
Okay, let's put them all in. $53.5 on the funometer. Pretty low
For the 97th Oscars.
for the 97th Oscars.
What will they do for the
53.5.
100th?
Oh yeah, it's coming up.
It's coming up.
Couple more years. Will we be here to review it?
Yeah, will we make it is the question.
Will Film with Family still be around? Oof.
Well, Film with Family will never die, but the apocalypse.
Probably will die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll die.
I do.
It probably will.
Podcasts are forever.
Do you think Conan will get another crack at it? Do you think they'll let him host again?
Definitely. He's got to. He's so good. He's the king.
He's so good.
He's the funniest man
He's so
alive.
natural.
Yeah, I mean, Kimmel did it like 2 or 3 times, and he's definitely way better than Kimmel in my eyes.
Yeah.
Not that Kimmel's terrible, but Conan's much more fun. I did feel like our podcast was pretty smart doing the Ozmas thing when they started with that Wizard of Oz medley, though, because they started off with Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and then they did a song from The Wiz, and then they did the Wicked song. So I was like, we talked about all these just last December.
We've got our finger on the pulse.
We're the Oppenheimers of podcasting. I've said it once, and I'll say it again.
The Eisenheimers.
We both have Alzheimer's.
I love the Eisenheim. That's a good one.
The Eisenheimers. I loved Adam Sandler shaking Timothy. He's going, Shadow Me! Shadow Me!
What did we think of that whole thing with him running around, like, in his sweats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that planned, do we think? I mean, because it was just so, like, off the heels of Trump and Zelensky, and...
What do you think
Trump
the connection is there?
I feel like, was he, like, trying to make a pun on, like, oh, you're offending me because you're not in a freaking suit?
Oh.
That's what I thought was going on, but then he turned it into a whole something.
Oh.
Maybe.
Or maybe did he just naturally show up like that?
I mean, he didn't thank Conan. Like, he should have been more grateful to Conan, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think Mikey Madsen made the best speech of the night because it was short and she got out of there fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't that impressed with her speech, but it was pretty short. She did have like an incomplete thought where she's like, I'm probably gonna wake up tomorrow, and then like goes on to say something else. It's like, you didn't complete your thought there, Mikey. But okay.
Hopefully you do wake up tomorrow, because otherwise
we all hope that you wake up tomorrow.
Yes.
All right. Well,
we did it.
I love you guys.
I love you too.
It's always fun.
Zach, thanks for driving in. Made great content. Great company. It was really fun to hang out. Thanks for driving in.
Yeah, it was a great trip. I even got to go to Mr. Beef and try that bear beef sandwich.
Which didn't do justice.
Where would you put that on the funometer?
Going to Mr. Beef, I'd give that a 70.
Wow. How would you rate the food?
70.
Well, not as good as Portillo's, though, right?
Well, I felt like I was on par with Portillo's. Not as good as Johnny's Beef. That's my favorite Chicago beef spot.
Okay.
Nice. You gotta hit Al's Beef next time.
No, you don't.
All right.
It's bad beef.
Bad beef. I got beef with that beef.
All right. We love the
Love
movies.
y'all.
And we love our family. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Rhyan. It's great to hang out with you this weekend.
Always good, cuz.
Love you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye, yo.
Bye-bye.